Oh wow! So he was inspired by Bruce Lee
Yes.
to take on this look, huh?
Most of the fans call him as South Indian Bruce Lee.
Right, right. And now I see. I hadn't seen this before. Now I really get it.
Can you say which one is not Dhanush?
It's all Dhanush,
Wow, it's the correct answer.
right? Trick question. I knew it. I knew it. Such an amazing chameleon. He's able to take on so many different looks, and it's not just the hair, or the beard, or anything. It's just really what he gives. Tamil film audience is the best audience any actor could ever hope for. Kutralam was a very special place. I mean, I love the ancient temples, and Kamal Hassan sir is going to be my pick as just my favorite Tamil actor.
Hello Edward, vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Peter?
Yeah, I'm super. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
So I'll show you a few photos. I would want to capture your reactions.
Okay, let me get my glasses on. Oh wow. Yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah, that's Bruce Lee and this is Dhanush.
I know. I haven't seen this photo. So he was inspired by Bruce Lee
Yes.
to take on this look, huh?
Most of the fans call him as South Indian Bruce Lee.
Right, right. And now I see. I hadn't seen this before. Now I really get it.
Another one, just a second.
Yeah.
These are all characters in the same
I know. And this is he's such an amazing chameleon. He's able to take on so many different looks, and it's not just the hair, or the beard, or anything. It's just really what he gives as a performance as well.
He can transform into anything, like a teenage boy or a middle-aged man.
Yeah.
Can you say which one is not Dhanush?
It's all Dhanush.
Wow, it's the correct answer.
Right? Trick question. I knew it.
Super.
Yeah.
So you have been working in Indian film industry for past few years, and televisions and films also. So what's your first impression about Indian films?
Gosh, well, I came to India 16 years ago to work in this industry.
Okay.
It's been mostly in the Hindi industry, now more and more in South and Tamil. My first impression, I guess, was like 25 years ago when I first saw my first Bollywood film, my first Hindi film. It was Lagan.
Lagan.
Yeah, I loved it so much. I'd never seen anything like it. And it really sparked this whole journey, which led me to here, sitting with you right now.
So what you found so impressive about Lagan?
Compared to your average Hollywood movie, there's just so much emotion and joy. I love the music. A.R. Rahman sir's score for that, I think I can listen to it even today over and over. It never gets old. So I was just captivated by the beauty of it, and the emotion, and the music, and the dance, and everything, how it came together. So the storytelling in that was so strong, and this is quite different, the emotion and the feeling. So I was captivated, and it just made me want to watch more and more Indian films. So I started teaching myself Hindi. I started learning more about Indian films. I watched 200 Indian films, mostly Hindi.
Okay.
Before I came to India for the first time even, And by the time I came back from my second trip, the plan was to settle in Bombay, seek my fortune in the industry. I'd always loved acting. I'd always been involved in theater and everything, but I'd never pursued it as a profession. But I realized there was a niche for me as a mostly colonial villain, because there is this genre of historic colonial era films. So that really seemed like it would be there for me, and I was prepared for it. I prepared myself for it. I came, and here we are.
So you started learning Hindi before you coming to India.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Captain Miller movie is releasing next week. We are all eagerly waiting for that film. How much you are excited?
I'm very excited. I am so happy with kind of what I've seen of the film, how it turned out. I've seen, what I've done, because we go for dubbing, right? And so we get to see our scenes, even if we can't see the whole film. The look, the feel, very happy with what I was able to do and what I was able to bring out in this character. So just can't wait to share it with the audience. And I mean, a Tamil film audience is the best audience any actor could ever hope for. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting their feedback. And I really feel like I really want to make the audience happy. Really make them hate this guy as much as possible, because that's my job. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I did.
Super.
And I have a good feeling.
Super. So you have already acted in many Hindi films and
Yes.
Triple R as a Telugu film.
Yep.
So first time you acted in a Tamil film, right?
Actually, this is the second film that I've acted in. The first film was directed by Bavijay sir.
Okay.
I worked with Arjun Sarja sir and Jiva and Rashi Khanna.
Right.
That film has not been released yet.
Oh.
So when it does release, hopefully soon, that'll be my second role. I played the main villain there as well.
Okay.
Actually, a French colonial, not a British colonial, so it's a little different. And it's like a supernatural horror film kind of scene. It's very fun. It's really, it'll be something really, really different. That there again, I'm looking forward to sharing that with y'all.
Nice. So what's the difference you see in Tamil film industry comparing to the Hindi films?
When I come down and work in the South in general, I find like things work, quite very peacefully compared to. There's a lot of shouting, a lot of screaming, and all of that in your average, Hindi film set or Hindi TV set. A little less of that here, especially in the Telugu industry, but also in the Tamil film industry as well. The sets are just, pretty well run, pretty well, taken care of. I felt very, very well taken care of as an actor by the production, in both Triple R and in Captain Miller. So, Satya Jyoti Films and TG Tyagarajan are great to work with.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Tamil industry is, just really good to be a part of.
Okay. Can you please share what made you to say okay to this project, Captain Miller?
Yeah, so obviously Dhanush sir is there. That needs no further explanation because he makes great choices, in his roles in his films. I had already seen kind of the look and the feel of it and understood, that we're looking at a very stylish, kind of battlefield film here, and what Arun Mateshwaran had done already, I had seen a little bit of. So I was excited, and Arjun Sarja sir and I had worked together, and so I made sure that I actually he, after working with me, he got me in touch with TG Tyagarajan sir, so that just got me started and got me connected with the film, and I found out more, and just I didn't need much convincing.
Okay, so you are saying that the first and last reason is Dhanush, like, so you have watched Dhanush films? What are the films you watched, Dhanush?
I haven't seen enough, actually. I mean, I've seen some of his Hindi films, that I really enjoyed. I just really respect, the work that I've seen of his and the scenes I've seen.
Okay. So, director Arun Mateshwaran, he narrated the story or given you the script or just told you the concept? Yeah,
I got first the concept, and I kept, trying to, find out as much as I could. Okay. So, I got a good narration of the character and the story of the character and the story in general. And what I just really liked was that, the way that it unfolds. The story is, got a lot of interesting characters, and it's not your average hero. He's kind of an anti-hero, and eventually, I think he's the kind of guy that you're not necessarily sure how much you like him at first, but the story is something I can only reveal so much of, so I'll leave it at that. But I just really like the way the filmmakers had set things up as far as the story and the feel of the film.
Actually, director Arun Mateshwaran is known for his brutal violent scenes in his previous films. So you are doing a negative role in this film. So do you have any scenes like that?
Oh yeah, there's brutal violence in there. I mean, I was surrounded by a lot of pyrotechnics and explosions, and there's a lot of shooting and being shot at and shooting and running and being chased and chasing and getting blown up. It's it will definitely fulfill all expectations of an Arun Matishwaran film, I think, and more. He's taking it to a new level.
Okay.
He gave me the reference for my character as a reference for my character when I was talking to him about what he's looking for in my character, the main villain. He told me he imagined as a reference Hans Landa, who's the main villain in Inglourious Bastards, by Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, yeah.
So another guy famous for his violence and very stylized kind of violence that just permeates that film and a lot of his films. So I knew what I was in for, and I was totally down for the ride.
Actually, we people are comparing Arun's films with Tarantino films.
I'm not surprised. No, I'm not surprised, and I think it's safe to say that Tarantino's an inspiration for him. I'm sure he has a lot of others as well, but that would be one that I would probably bank on.
Okay. So I would like to hear a few words about Dhanush sir.
Dhanush is very sweet, humble, quiet, soft-spoken guy. He was very, very nice to work with that way, and very different from how he is when the director, calls action. So I really found him, to be, even despite the fact that he's got such, amazing stardom, he's got like such amazing fan base, and he does arrive with the whole, all the people around him and everything. But as a person, he's just a person, and it was great to work with him. Yeah, and as an actor, as a co-actor, he's just very focused on getting it done and getting it done right. So as co-workers together, I just felt like we were on the same page.
Okay, so as we saw the teaser and all those things, we came to realize that this film have more fight scenes, like war sequences. So do you have any direct fight scenes with Dhanush sir?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How was the experience working with that?
It was really fun, actually, in a way, because I could just just throw myself into this action kind of mentality for days and days and days. I was just doing these action scenes, and I really give full credit to Dilip sir, who is the action action master. He made sure everything was safe, and his whole team was really top notch, so I could just relax and know that when I fall down, I'm going to be okay. When I get yanked into the air by the ropes, in the harness, I'm going to be okay, and the explosions aren't going to hurt me. But as an actor, you need to just be able to relax and not have to worry about looking like you're anticipating this big explosion next to you. And you can only do that if you trust the technical team enough. So I really appreciated that.
Okay, so can you say any one thing you admire or learn from Dhanush?
So we didn't actually interact that much, and I actually realized that was probably something that helped us, because he's not. I didn't see him as a method actor where he's always in character or anything, but he doesn't break completely, and I think I really learned from him that is something really helpful, because when I was working with him, we weren't like joking on the side or anything, or just or getting distracted. I mean, when he's there, even when there's a wait and there's nothing to do, he's not getting too distracted. And so I also, found that very helpful, and I really, was inspired to be more of that, which I always try to, and sometimes I'm not so good and I goof around a little bit. But, seeing him really kind of made me decide that, no, I'm not going to goof around. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to give it all to this shot right now. What I got to do. I'm a professional. So it was good to work with someone who's really like that.
So as you say, you're getting roles like negative villain roles, like French colonial or any British colonial roles. Are you okay with that, or you'd like to explore any other roles?
Oh yeah, and I do get to explore other kinds of roles. The majority is the British colonial antagonist. Sometimes British colonial neutral or nice guy also. and sometimes totally different. So more of those kind of different roles I'm getting mostly in the Hindi industry, but I'm looking forward to the South industry, the Tamil industry, eventually understanding that I can do all kinds of other things. But for now I'm just happy to be here, and I do my job, which is usually the antagonist. I don't have a problem with that. It's what I expected, and it has its own, just trying to give something different to each of those characters is a very satisfying challenge, and I really enjoy my work, being able to approach those problems and those challenges as an actor. So there's a lot to do within being a villain over and over. There's still a lot to do. So I don't complain, and I don't feel at all like there's anything to complain about.
Okay. I'm also hoping for you to get multiple roles like that.
Thank you.
So you have been here for a few years for the Captain Miller shoot. So can you say some favorite things about Tamil Nadu?
Gosh, I spent so much time shooting for this film. Most of it was in Kutralam.
Oh.
Where that's the
Yes,
set,
yes.
the village that was built there. So, that's where I'm shot a little bit in Uti as well, which everybody loves going to Uti. But Kutralam was a very special place. I mean, I love the ancient temples, and any place where there's great ancient temples to go, and I really actually enjoy that vibration and the strength of the energy there. So when I didn't have shoot going on, I knew I could just kind of go and do my darshan in the temples. There's a lot of great nature there, the waterfalls and the monkeys and everything. It's just a great town, and I had some of the best kind of village food that that you can get.
What kind of food you love from here?
No, I'm a vegetarian, so there's plenty for me in India. That's another big reason why I love living here. So I had some of the most amazing dosas in Kutralam, actually.
Dosa.
Great food. Yeah, dosas, of course. But, I really love kolambu, the garlic or onion dish with all the tamarind. And there's so much tamarind in all the masalas, all the dishes in Tamil Nadu. I think it's my favorite South Indian cuisine.
Okay.
I wish I could name all the dishes and stuff, but basically you just put like a veg banana leaf meal in front of me, Tamil banana leaf meal in front of me, and I'm just so happy.
Super.
Just let me sip on rasam, and I'm ready.
Oh, you sip on rasam.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's your favorite place in Chennai?
I still have to explore Chennai. I have not had a chance to really spend a lot of time here. I shot here a little for the film with Pavajay sir, but there wasn't any scenes here for Captain Miller. I've been here a few times for other shoots and other things, but really, I'd love you to show me around sometime.
Sure, we'll go there. So, are you familiar with Tamil cinema? Like, favorite directors, favorite actors?
Still, again, maybe y'all could send me a list of what I need to watch first and all of that, because I still have a long ways to go.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Mani Ratnam films.
Okay.
I've seen quite a few, and I think my favorite actor, Rajnikant sir is, of course, everybody loves him, and he's such a superstar. But I think Kamal Hassan sir is going to be my pick as just my favorite Tamil actor. Just he's done so much. One of my favorite movies, my wife's favorite movie, and she had me see it, was Sadma.
Mm-hmm.
With Sri Devi, and Sri Devi ma'am, of course, was one of my favorites of all time as well. I think she was such an amazing talent. So there's so much to explore still for me in Tamil cinema. So I'm really looking forward to digging in soon.
So Captain Miller is releasing next week. So what we all can expect? What kind of experience we can expect?
Yeah, you can definitely expect to be entertained. It's going to be exciting. Your heart is going to get pumping, and you're going to be just cheering like crazy in the theater. And I hopefully will be in there cheering with you, because I want to come down to Chennai for the premiere and be in the theaters and experience all that. Because obviously in America you don't get that kind of reaction in the theaters, and not even in Bombay, to be honest. It's really, you got to come down to the south, you got to come to Chennai and really
People celebrate cinema.
Yeah, experience that celebration of cinema. I love it. Yeah, especially as an actor. I mean, that's everything you can hope for.
Yeah, we are hoping for the best, and we are wishing very best for your upcoming career in South films.
Yes, thank you.
And all the best for the Captain Miller. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Nandri.
Nandri.